How's it going today, my fellow criminals and gangsters? Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 9 of my Dutch's Legacy campaign in CK3. This is where I'm role-playing as Dutch Van Der Linde. I mean, Dutch never had a son, but in our world, Dutch had a son, and he named him Dutch. He's actually not one, he's one of 6 children. I mean, I think that's really nice. We had 3 daughters and 3 sons. I think that's like the perfect, like if I were ruling a realm at this very moment, I think I would really like that. Having an heir and a spare and a few daughters to get like alliances and stuff with. I would be so happy with this if I was landed, but we are not landed. Now we have all these kids following us around in our criminal escapades, but that's good. We need an heir. We got one last episode right at the end of my wife's fertility period. He's 1 year old, he's quick, and he's handsome. Of course he is. I renamed him to Dutch. And then between the episodes, I needed to let you guys know I grabbed somebody. I visited the tavern, and I found a guy that was loyal. 18 prowess. He's pretty myopic with his skills. He's kind of focused on martial. Pretty much that's all he's got. But that's okay. He can be good muscle. Like, he would be really good muscle in criminal contracts. But it's the loyalty that I like. I'm trying to demand his conversion, but there's only a 66% chance, so it's not... I mean, the odds are in my favor, but there is a possibility he'll just turn me down. And if he turns me down, whatever. I don't give a damn. I want to do one contract. I'm getting a little low on money, but I need some more because I need to remember to do this pilgrimage to Jerusalem before we leave this part of the world, which is going to be soon. But I need to get all my ducks in a row and get everything that I need to get done in this area before I leave. So let's do a criminal contract. And I need to remember, after this contract is done, I need to go back to the tavern and maybe find another Justicar contract so I can get a rescue fair subject contract. And I need a woman for Arthur Morgan, and I need a woman for Charles Smith, who I just brought in. So, does Arthur have a congenital trait? It doesn't matter. Rescuing a fair subject, the women typically... Oh, no. Arthur's already married. He's already married, but that's okay. He has the intelligent congenital trait. I'm going to rename Arthur's wife to Mary Linton. And then the next lady that we bring in, I'll name her Tilly Jackson. So I think this contract was an arson contract. These are easy. This just... He agreed. That's my Charles Smith. He agreed. Now, he may continue to practice Islam in secret, but whatever. What he does behind closed doors is fine as long as he tells everybody publicly that he's going to convert to Catholicism. So this is just a skill check, easy contract, no extended period of time doing this. Just one skill check, 96%. And I gained a hook on this lady. She is a count. Let's see what I can get from her. She doesn't have enough gold to get, but I could get provisions or arrange a marriage, maybe. Nothing? Hey, this guy kind of looks like my new Arthur Morgan. See? They kind of look the same. This guy's a little heavier. I bet he's a glutton. No, he's not a glutton. Alright, I'm getting sidetracked. Too many things going on. I don't want to arrange any marriages. I might as well just take provisions. I need to take something from her. I want to use this hook. So, give me provisions. My eldest child, Duchess, just came of age. Maybe at some point we'll find a nice husband for her, but we have plenty of time for that. I should probably get it done quickly, because the longer that I wait... Well, she doesn't have any congenital traits, so there's no rush to get her married. My other daughters are a different matter. They have congenital traits. My first daughter got shafted. Everybody else got congenital traits except her. Oh, no, one of my sons doesn't have one. Okay, so we're back home. I need to visit the tavern. Check for new contracts. None of the contracts that we need. We can try again after the pilgrimage. Another loyal dude. 2 loyal dudes. The loyal trait must be a more common thing. I'm not used to the loyal trait being so common now. I already brought in somebody that does all this. That's what Charles is doing. But loyal guys would be good. He has no criminal background, though, so he wouldn't help me with criminal contracts. And if I bring in anybody, I need somebody that's going to be a good quartermaster. Nobody in my gang has good stewardship to be a good quartermaster. That's what I need to focus on. Stewardship people. And neither of these guys have it. I'm going to pass it up. We're going to be back in this part. We're going to come back here soon. There's a plague going on in Iberia, the Iberian Peninsula. $239 gold. Let's try to share our convictions. Maybe I'll have some luck converting. Charles converted. Everybody's Catholic. For now. Even when on pilgrimage, the priests still hold Mass every Sunday. It's held out in the open when no church is nearby, but early this morning a storm rolled in and has not ceased. Are we going to go to Mass? Yes. We didn't get sick. As I continue my holy journey, I encounter a man by the roadside caked in filth and wet with tears. He's a loser. He's got nothing. Are you happy now? You've taken everything from me. How am I to go on in a world ruled by a creature as cruel as Allah? Clearly he is desperate and having a crisis of faith. The answer is Jesus. I don't want him to join me. I guess we can just try to convert him. If we fail, he becomes my rival. We converted him. Damn right. No other city in the world has the history quite like Jerusalem. In addition to the many other holy sites there, the city contains the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, built over the combined places where Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected. Standing outside the Temple Mount with my hand on the western wall, I find myself reflecting on everything that had happened on my journey to this city of a legend. So we have Tier 1 pilgrimage. And this means my youngest son, the one that was just born, he's going to become a... Oh, he already got it. As I stroll around the streets of Jerusalem, I stop in front of a small church. The building is comparatively bland and humble, but a small crowd of pilgrims is gathered in front of it. When I move in closer, I realize they are scratching their heads trying to make sense of the plague next to one of the guardians... Plaque! Next to one of the guardian statues, written in a foreign language. This can be an opportunity to do my fellow pilgrims a service. 5% chance that I become a scholar. That's probably not going to happen, but I'll take some piety. I don't think we're going to get to level 2 piety for this pilgrimage. The markets of Jerusalem are bustling with merchants, shouting in languages that I've never heard, and selling spices that I've never tasted. The guide of the pilgrim, learn the safest routes, discover the marvels of Jerusalem. One of them yells, waving a book in my direction. I'm full up on items. Books or trinkets. Unless I get something to fill this journal slot. %20 chance that I get some diplomacy. Oh, we're almost to level 2. Look at Uncle. Pretending like he gives a shit that we're here. Oh my god, this guy's flogging an artifact. It's the girdle of Mary, mother of Jesus. Her bra. I want it. No, that's a trinket. But I want Mary's bra. In one of my campaigns, we had Jesus's underwear, so this time we can get Mary's bra. I suppose I could replace this healing water. I'm not having a lot of stress issues. Maybe I can give this to my son. That would be nice to give him. As long as I'm Catholic, I get all the benefits. Clergy opinion +2. That's not going to last long because we're going to leave this part of the world and there's not going to be many Catholics around, so... But it will increase my piety. I'll get some more background income. I'll take Mary's bra. This character was able to identify fake relics, learning per level of devotion. We're at level 4, so we'll gain 4 learning skill points if I call him out for his bullshit. But if I take it, I get... If I was a younger man, if I was like in my 20s still, or if I was like in my early 30s, this other one, this would be really nice. I don't have any stress, so this stress relief is pointless. But getting more learning... But I can't pass this on. This is just something for Dutch. I can't pass it on like I can this item. Alright, you know what, guys? I'm just going to make a decision. I'm sorry. I'm explaining too much. I'm taking the item. We talked him down to 5 gold. And I'm going to use that. At least it has decent durability. It lasts 60 years before I have to repair it. And then I'll give my healing water to my son. We didn't get to level 2. Three more perks. Now 2 new. 2 new perks. I think I'm going to switch back into the intrigue lifestyle and finish this tree before I die. And then after we finish this tree, the worlds are whatever we want to do. We can try messing around with the wandering lifestyle. I don't really need stewardship, which is an anathema to me because I love stewardship. But it's nice to get outside my element and do other things. So we're definitely going to finish this. We have some new criminal contracts, mug wealthy citizenry, or we can flog some talismans before we leave. But we are going to check the tavern and see if there's any more quests. Please rescue fair subject. Damn it. I'm pissed. I want to steal some... Nope, didn't work. Nothing's going my way. I just came back from a pious pilgrimage where I'm trying to get all close with God, and then immediately upon returning, I start stealing, and... Another loyal dude. None of these people have... Nice, I just got 33 gold. Somebody with stewardship, please. Another loyal person. What is happening? That's too low stewardship, and he's a little old. Alright, so we're not having luck here, man. We're not getting the contracts that we want. We're not finding the companions that we want. But I need to make money. I'm gonna move camp to the pyramids. I just got sick. I'll visit the tavern here. $19 stewardship? How old are you? Too old. Come on, man. Two Justicar contracts, please. Let one of them be rescue fair subject. We're gonna steal some more supply. No, we can't. Too soon. There it is. There it is. I'm gonna get a wife for somebody. Let's see who's single. Charles needs a wife. But he doesn't have any congenital traits. Do I have any single men that do have congenital traits? I got them all married off. Mary Beth's to Sean. Bill's to Karen. Uncle to nobody, because who would marry that guy? Susan isn't married to anybody because she's past childbearing age, so it's not essential that we get her married. But Charles does need a wife. Let's rescue some ladies. We have to do kind things for people every once in a while. Can't be evil 24/7. Karen the Petulant. Karen Williamson is often insolent and rude in an almost childish manner. This is so easy. Easy contract. All right. Let's see the ladies. She's beautiful, but she has a lisp, which is a congenital trait that she risks passing on to her kids. She's 18, though. And she has decent criminal abilities. 16 intrigue. But this is a tier 3 congenital trait. It's the best one. And they kind of counteract each other. She would need, so her children would need the tier 3 beautiful trait to at least make up for the fact that they have lisping. It's not guaranteed that they'll get both, but you know what I mean. Like, if they do get lisping, they would need to be beautiful in order to counteract it in any way, you know? So, it's kind of weird that a tier 3 trait, congenital trait, whereas this is, there is no tiered version of this, it's just, I guess it's a tier 3 negative. Whatever. I'll take her. I need a Tilly Jackson. And she needs to convert. I can put this off. Maybe if I improve her opinion a little bit more, the odds will go up, so maybe I'll start swaying her. Because I want her to convert. So we'll try that first. If we don't have luck there, when I get into the intrigue lifestyle again, we'll get truth is relative, and I'll get that fabricate hook scheme. And I can fabricate a hook again against her, and then use that. Or maybe at some point during our travels, we'll get a hook on her organically somehow. So I'll hold off on trying to convert her. Tilly Jackson. At least she'll have a lot of kids. Fertility plus 25. We're starting to have kids get born here. I need to manage this. And I should probably designate my youngest son my heir. Alright, so the Maguire's daughter needs a guardian. My daughter isn't doing anything. What is that awful noise? Let's convert her culture. This is a way for me to get children to convert to my culture. Just make sure that they have a teacher. That is the culture that I want. And my daughter is Dutch. So she can raise her. Do something with her time. And then Humbert Williamson. And my youngest son, Dutch. We haven't learned his childhood trait yet, so I haven't decided his education yet. But I'm going to designate him as my heir. I suppose I'm not in a rush, because the second I do this, it's going to make my current heir a little mad. I'll hold off. I'm not exactly rolling in prestige right now, and that's a big expense, so we won't do it. Let's do this criminal. Let's mug some citizenry. I'll do a nice balance. We're starting with 4 advantages. Very nice. Reverend Swanson and Godzilla, son of wolves, are getting along. Ruling the multicultural The Van Der Linde gang comes with its own set of challenges. Foreign followers often feel alienated when they cannot speak their native tongue in camp, breeding resentment. My caravan master, Mary Beth Gaskell, suggests that I could significantly improve my relations with my Anglo-Saxon followers by learning to speak their language. I thought that was one of the ones I did know. Let me see how many people in my... Oh, I see. So Mary Beth is just asking me to learn her language in particular. It's not like, don't give me this whole, oh yeah, it'll do you a lot of help. Everybody wants you to speak Anglo-Saxon. No, she just wants me to be able to speak to her. 90% chance. Yeah. I would be a fool to say no. I did take some stress though, did I? Nope, I didn't. I think that's the only one we're going to be able to do before we finish this. Yeah. Okay, we're making some money again. My son Arthur has been impressed with one of the household knights for a very long time. He's looking up to Sean. Probably not the best role model to look up to, but after finally meeting in person, what do you mean, finally meeting in person? We've been in camp together for such a long time. You're only meeting just now? Greatness will come in time, but be there to grasp it when it does. My son wants to be patient. I'm sitting here with a weird look on my face. I thought these were antithetical to each other. Patient and wrathful? They don't... Well, impatient is opposite of patient, obviously, but they don't seem to be the same here. Diligent? Diligent gives him stress. But maybe I can raise this son. No, I'm giving him a martial education. That's what I'm giving him. He can be patient. I need to wait 5 years for the son that I am giving a stewardship education to. And he's doing the worst in stewardship. Of course he is. But I need a new quartermaster, damn it. I became friends with my son. I'm just traveling everywhere in my underwear. Oh no, I'm wearing pants. They're too old. Can I buy any items here? If there are any trinkets that give me fertility, there aren't. I wouldn't mind another fertility trinket. Just to help my gang members and companions have kids. So we have a story to tell our grandchildren. We can tell them that we robbed people in Giza. We robbed people next to the pyramids. Alright, I'm thinking about moving on here. Let's move on to Jerusalem, and I'll make another stop. I really want to find some companions. And some more ladies. Whoops. I always do that. The ambush strikes almost as soon as I have cause to enter the wilderness. Swarms of Egyptian fighters boil out of prepared hiding spots and beeline straight for me and my small group of retainers. We have like 100 soldiers. We have 100 bowmen with us. They should protect us. They're well armed and armored. This guy doesn't look well armored. Too much for an opportunistic attack. A militia, then, or perhaps household troops come to cut me down for my crimes. Alright, we got some bounty hunters. A giant man leads the charge, bellowing his challenge to me at the top of his mighty lungs. Death. Death or glory. We can duel him, or we can just spring an ambush and win. No problems. Yeah. It's like swatting a fly. Some rival that I made in Germany is finally dead. He was our only rival, right? Yeah. Which is actually kind of funny. He's the only rival we've had this whole time, after all the killing and robbing we've been doing. Alright, so we learned Anglic. Are you happy now, Mary Beth? Are you happy now? Her daughter is sick. And she only has 4 more years to have kids. We're running out of time, guys. Still haven't swayed Tilly enough. Ooh, look at this. A level 2 contract. I don't think we've ever had one. And of course it's a heist. Do we want to rob Jerusalem? Of course the answer is yes. I would like to upgrade my camp perimeter again. I've got the money. And this heist should just really help with the money situation. Of course we're doing it. Contract tier is reflective of the tier of the contractor. Barons and counts are 1, dukes are 2, kings and emperors are 3. The higher the contract tier, the higher the pay is scaled to be, though the difficulty of the task is generally also higher. The reward for this contract was 411. Alright, this is like our biggest job ever. I need qualified people for this. Damn, the cows are humping something fierce down there. $59 days per phase, but we can get it up to 100%, and we're starting with 4 advantages. I like it. It's just gonna... It's gonna be interesting to see what the odds are gonna be like when we have the option to steal more gold. Alright, we're gonna go speed 5 on this bad boy. Come on, man, I need to get better. There we go. I strolled through the market of this strange land. Vendors beckon in an alien tongue, and I am lost in a sea of foreign scents, but strangely, this all feels like home. Yeah, we've been to Jerusalem like so many times. To see the desert sky alive with stars, to cross the sands amidst a caravan of camels, to behold the magnificence of man's oldest civilizations in Cairo, Baghdad, Persepolis. What land could claim to be the heartland of all mankind if not here? I can think of one. I can think... Well, yeah, the heartland of mankind, yes, yes. They were the originals, but my love still rests in the eternal city. A man walks through Jerusalem, but is he still Dutch the Wolf Slayer? I adopt somebody's culture? No, thank you. Let's not die... Let's not lose our minds here, Dutch. I think this one I can get some use out of. How much would it be to hire a men-at-arms? For me to upgrade, since I only have one men-at-arms slot, the only cost would be to upgrade my current men-at-arms. So to get to 200, it would cost me 63. So if I get this, it'll reduce it by 15%. 55. See, I immediately got use out of that. Alright, I thought we'd be further along in our journey by now, but this 2-star contract is too juicy to pass up. I don't think we've legitimately bought or purchased provisions anywhere. We've got them as legitimate rewards for doing contracts, but I've never spent gold on provisions. Ever. No, leave me alone. I don't want to be mercenaries. Get the hell out of here. Take your funny hat and leave me alone. It's because I have soldiers in my camp now. That's why. Oh, no, I see what happened. I spent gold to increase the limit of the regiments. I just don't have them yet. I still have to spend gold doing this. Gold or provisions. It's not a concern of mine right now, my soldiers. This is why I keep getting bothered for mercenary stuff. Because I have soldiers now. Tilly's not swayed. What the hell do I gotta do? She's the only non-Christian that I need to convince. Go away. Oh my goodness. Arthur and Mary Linton had a dwarf son who's ailing. He was sickly. Raise your kid, Arthur. Okay, okay. Every time this event happens, I'm always worried that it's too late that it happened, but it's about to happen. They're about to duel each other. Tilly Jackson and Bill Williamson are fighting. This is my way to get the hook on Tilly. I can lock her up. And in order to free her, I know I was trying to sway her, and we just completely pissed her off. But in return... Oh no, I can just demand she convert. She's gonna lose 20 opinion no matter what I do. But she will accept. Alright, that's one way of getting her to convert, and now she loves me. She loves me more than before this whole thing happened. She had plus 40. Now, after this whole thing, she likes me more. Think about that. Oh my god. Okay, let's do this. Let's rob some morons. Let's steal some holy riches. There's 905 lootable gold, and I can take it in increments of 100. But it's not going to be like 92% like we're used to. It's probably going to be lower. I won't push my luck. No, it is still 90. 93. This one's 94. Mary Linton gains stress, though. Alright, we won't have to do that. Oh, boy. How much do we have now? 400. Alright, I figured if I did it 3 times really fast, we would get through it. Just 2 more times. We did it. We just robbed the holiest city in Christianity. There's only 5 gold left. Just to insult them, we're only gonna leave 5 gold behind. We got enough. Like shadows in the night, we are away. The first roars of alarm and outrage are simply distant echoes by the time they reach our ears. The dull sound of far-off consequences easily ignored as we survey our glorious hall. The collected wealth of Palestine, stripped bare from its lord's halls and messily bundled at our feet. Unreal. We are the richest we've ever been. That is the biggest job. That's like Blackwater. No, not Blackwater. Like, what's the best job that they had in Red Dead Redemption? There were so many of them. But that was awesome. We're gonna get the hell out of here, but I'm gonna check the normal stuff before we go. This guy has a wife already? Which is too bad, because I could probably get him a really nice wife. 23 prowess. Oh, no, no. These are different people. What am I doing? I can bring this guy in. 23 prowess, and he has a congenital trait. Now, if I find a fair subject for him that's beautiful, think of the children they will have. He does have lustful, which helps with the intrigue, but that's his worst skill. He's a pretty generic, really good knight, bodyguard, that kind of thing. And he's a torturer. Which is funny, because he's compassionate. I'll take him. He's 22, he's a young man. I'll take him. And I'm rolling in money right now, so... I wonder why this guy's more expensive. Now, as far as what he's wearing, I don't care. He can... I'll allow the character to reflect their culture and everything. They're allowed to do that, express themselves, you know, even though he's not going to be Muslim forever. Okay, please, Justicar contracts. Damn it. Your new name is... Because I have plenty of men from the Van Der Linde gang to name. I need a Kieran Duffy. I need Lenny. What's... I need to double check on Lenny's surname. Lenny Summers. Lenny Summers. Lenny! A 100% chance that he'll convert. Attaboy. Oh, he took his... Oh, yeah. He probably would have taken it off after he converted to Christianity. So I just like the flip-flop. I like how he went from a religion that thinks Catholicism and Christianity are evil to embracing it fully. And I need to make sure he's a knight. He's my best knight now. Look at you. Look at you, Lenny. I need to find you a wife, my friend. I know I keep forgetting, but there's so many things to check every time I'm in a location. Fertility, please. Ooh. I do need regalia. Should I be selfish and get something for myself, or should I be not selfish and help out my companions with their fertility? I can only buy one. I forgot to arrange a marriage between... Oh no, we can arrange a marriage between Tilly and Lenny, because he's got Herculean, and who was the guy that I was going to marry her to previously? Charles. He ain't got shit. So let's arrange that marriage before I forget. Okay, guys, I know I'm jumbling around. I tend to do this because I realize I need to do things while I'm in the middle of doing other things. So even if their children do get lisping, at least they'll get a huge health boost, so this makes up for the fact that they have this negative trait. Good for them. A young 19-year-old Tilly, then a young 22-year-old Lenny, and I think they were some of the youngest members of the gang, so it makes sense. So everybody's Catholic. Excellent. I'm giving that to Lenny, too. Lenny was one of my favorite characters in the gang. Up there with Charles. I think Charles was my other favorite. It's Arthur, John, Charles, and Lenny. The rest are, you know, all great characters, but those are my favorite. Gift artifacts. I'm gonna give Tilly the item. And I need to give him the armor. Okay, so now she's super fertile. I'm depending on you guys to give me really good children for the camp. Alright, we won't. I'm being so nice. I'm just showering gifts upon Lenny. A wife, armor, a weapon. Oops, I think I bought the wrong one. I meant to buy the mace. Damn it. Gonna refill my men-at-arms, get it up to full strength. I'm finding excuses to spend money, really, because I don't... Okay, I want to move. Let's get moving. We've robbed Jerusalem successfully, the holiest city in Christianity. We need to get moving. I need to travel here. Trapezus. I can easily go around this danger, no problem. I can get rid of that. So we'll set up camp here, do the same stuff, check the thing, check the tavern, blah blah blah, steal provisions, all the stuff we like to do. 3,000 provisions. This trip is pretty expensive. Whatever. Oh yeah, it's because we just hired all those men-at-arms. That's why. That is literally the reason. So I need to be careful when I travel now. Like, I technically don't need the men-at-arms, but I had one empty slot, so I just figured I'd fill it. Alright, our gang is really filling up now. And I can build a new building. Camp perimeter level 4. I'm going to spend on myself on Dutch. We're going to improve our tent to the top level. I deserve it. My son Arthur and his little friend Leontios had taken a copy of the scriptures from the study and brought it. What study? We have a mobile study? He wants to be content. Cynical or humble. None of these things help with his martial. I'm trying to give him a martial education here. This is gonna hurt his intrigue. Whatever, just be content, kid. Let's see if our youngest son, his childhood trait, he's curious. Diplomacy or learning? This guy's going to be our heir, so our ruler. What do we want our next ruler to be? A good diplomatically or good in learning? It would help us to be diplomatic because we're still traveling. And having a good diplomacy skill will help with opinions, and since we're going to be setting down roots over here in India, Maybe a diplomacy could go a long way. And let's not forget to mention this. There's a university in southern India. Giving a diplomacy education. Let's get back on the move. Here we go. We're starting to get access because of our level of fame. Because we're illustrious now, we're starting to get access to Tier 2 contracts. I don't need the money. Let's not get bogged down too much doing contracts that aren't necessary. The fertility boost is obsolete, but I need to fill my regalia slot. I'm taking that. Can't forget to listen to stories every time. I need... She's too old, so that intelligent trait is irrelevant. I need somebody with good stewardship so I can fill this damn... Lenny would be average. And people with good intrigue in my gang are a dime a dozen. And honestly, loyal people are kind of a dime a dozen now, too. With how common this is, but she's a young woman. She wouldn't have any congenital traits to spread. And I think I could find a lady with another rescue fair subject. I'm skipping it. I'm not going to settle. Loyal is great and all, but congenital traits are better. For a second, I thought this woman was naked, but it's like the blinding sunlight. We failed. Alright, since Tier 2 contracts are so common now, there's no reason for me to jump on this. Our next destination is the capital of the Armenian Principalities. Scheme secrecy plus 25%. Whatever I can do to help my future heir, I'm going to do it. Even though that was a little expensive. 50 gold for that. It seems that our time in Hayek has proven beneficial for my son John. Something about the local culture simply fascinates him. What's the local culture? Armenian? Or Georgian? Armenian. Is this the same thing that's happening with him? Would that happen to my daughter? Yeah, he just randomly learned a language after being here for 5 minutes. He learned a language and now he could teach it to me. If I pass a skill check, 88%. Alright, what's my I have plenty of room for languages, so I don't see why not. I'm a quick learner. Old dogs can learn new tricks. Okay, let's do our usual shtick. Please let me steal supplies this time. Nope, still too soon. I'm scoping every nook and cranny of every place that I visit for people. Protect the innocent. That's not what I want. Let's keep moving. Next stop is... Oh, got disoriented there. We need to go to here. How's my wanted level? I'm willing to bet my thief is at least level 3. We are. Thief 3. Been stealing too much. How is this affecting us? We're getting +1 intrigue. General opinion is still -2, so that hasn't changed from wanted level 1 to 3. That stayed the same. So we are still getting benefits. It's when we hit level 4 where the general opinion really gets worse. If I wanted to, I could wipe the slate. Let's gather provisions. There we go. I already checked for contracts and stuff. Okay, what's our next did I? My short-term memory is horrible. No, we didn't. 2 Justicar contracts, please. Rescue fair subject. Hunt criminals. Hunt criminals. Moving on. Oh, I almost had it. I just randomly clicked, but I almost had it. We need to visit here. I'm not having a lot of problems with danger around here. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is not doing this... Oh, no, we have a lot of stuff to hit up here. I was about to say, I might just hit these things right here. Like, hit all the ones in, like, Persia, Iran, Iraq, get these, Baghdad, and... Go to all these, obviously, but I was thinking about just taking a... Taking a ship. No, we should probably hit these. So we'll come down here, bang these out, then we'll come back up this way and come around here. I'm not going to go this far north, but we'll stay along these. Okay, so we'll come down here. Come south. Yeah. Wow, we're traveling a lot today. And we just hit an hour right as I looked at the clock. Alright, so we're going to make our next stop. We'll do all usual stuff. If there is a lucrative contract in the area, I'll do it before I end it. But with the luck that we've had up to this point. I visited the Rainbow Mountains. Oh, I'm on speed 5. Alright, so immediately a bunch of criminal contracts, and that's all that's around here. A heist. Impersonate tax collector. This contract requires you to travel up to 4 counties in Emir Mansur's lands, completing an increasingly difficult stewardship, intrigue, or master bard aptitude challenges. I've never done any of those, but I know I'm good with the intrigue challenges. Stewardship? Maybe not so much. So I might not be super good at this one. We're good on people with prowess. Alright, no luck. Check the item peddlers. Some more fertility items. So I give an item to Tilly, and I've been giving Lenny a bunch of items, but none that increase his fertility. Maybe I should give him that ring. I'm showing so much favoritism to Lenny. But these rings and these fertility items seem to be really common. Alright, you guys. I can influence my ward's personality. He's got to be ambitious, like Dad. Of all of my personality traits, that's the only one that I would really want to pass on to him. Attaboy. Alright, lords and ladies, we're going to wrap this one up here. We traveled quite a bit. Started in Egypt, ended up in Baghdad. Oh, no, we're not there yet. We didn't travel there yet. Baghdad's the next stop. But we completed our most successful contract this episode. We robbed Jerusalem. That was so satisfying. It kind of funnily, we went on a pilgrimage to Jerusalem and we robbed it at the same time. We gathered up a bunch more followers. Our camp is really starting to fill out now, especially since children are being born. We have a dwarf Arthur Morgan now. It's still a question mark whether or not he's gonna live, because he's still sickly. So we'll see what happens. But he's got time to have kids. Same with Lenny. Same with Bill Williamson, I think. Sean is about to run out of time. And no, Bill Williamson is done. This is his only son, Humbert Williamson. I'm changing that, Bill. I'm sorry. His name is Bill. His name is Will Williamson. Okay, lords and ladies, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed this one. I had a lot of fun, a lot of funny moments. If you did enjoy this, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget, leave a comment as well. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We're headed for 2,100 subs. So if you would like to, if you appreciate the content, if you do enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next one. Episode 10 will be coming at you soon. But until then, have a good one, guys.